Hi, and welcome to week 9 of math. Again, this week I thought I would give you just a little bit of a break from my face and let you hear that, which I'm sure, like last week, you're probably getting sick of that too. But I can only give you one or the other. So let's take a look at what we're doing this week. You can see a multiplication chart. So that means week 9, we're focusing on multiplication again. But what you may notice is that this chart is much bigger than what we used last week. So we are just adding some numbers to our chart. So when you multiply, just like with addition and subtraction, there's single digit, there's double digit, there's triple digit, there's 4 digit, 5 digit, 6 digit. It just goes on and on and on. Well, multiplication is the same way. The only difference with multiplication and addition and subtraction is when you look at single digits, notice how much bigger the answer is. Now remember, the answer in multiplication is called the product because that's what you're making or that's what you're getting. And you'll understand that by the end of the week because we're talking about that a little bit more. So you're going to be doing multiplication to start using a chart, and then we're going to get away from the chart and do it another way. So just like last week, we started with the manipulatives and moved to the chart. This week we'll start with the chart, move to something else. But let me show you just in case you forgot, let me show you how to use this bigger multiplication chart. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the problem. I'm going to set up the problem 7 times 6 equals. So one thing I want you to keep in mind is I know last week I told you, well, this one number should be the top gray row, the other number should be the gray row going down. Truthfully, when you take a look at your numbers, if you can find either of your numbers in either of the gray areas, it truly doesn't matter at this point. You are looking for an answer, or like I said, the product. So if I find 7, I'm going to come and I'm just going to come to the column and I'm going to go down and I'm going to find my 7. Okay? Again, I'm just going to use my finger for now and keep it there just to show you. And now I'm also looking for the 6. So because I used my column, now I'm going to come up to the gray and use my row. Remember, columns are down, rows are across. So I'm on my 7 in my column, I'm on my 6 in my row, and I'm going to bring my finger from the 6. I'm going to bring it down till it's next to my finger on the 7. My finger is on the 7 is now going to come join my other finger, and all of a sudden I have an answer. So 7 times 6 equals 42. Again, multiplication charts, very easy way to solve the problem. However, multiplication charts do not give us a good opportunity to show or tell people how to actually do it. So let's take a look at how we actually do it. So there's going to be 2 steps to that this week. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to talk about solving problems. Now, we all know I love to talk, and I know most of you love to talk. However, not everybody cares too much to talk about math, but it's something we need to do so that we're sure we can understand it. Because multiplication is something, and you will hear this a lot this week, multiplication is something that you will use a lot in your lifetime, and you'll use it because it makes everything you do go faster. We know with addition and subtraction, it takes some time. Multiplication will make things go quicker. Remember, multiply means to make more of. So we're trying to do it quickly. Now, first thing we're going to do is and I think we'll do this on Wednesday, we're just going to talk about how do you set up a multiplication problem. Well, don't forget what we've talked about. These 2 numbers mean important things. The 2 is telling us that's how much we have. That's how much we need. And then the 3 is telling us we need 3 times that number, or we need 3 groups of 2. So if I was talking my way through the problem to set it up, I would say 3 times 2 equals. Well, I need a group of 2, so I would put 2 objects here. But I need 3 groups of 2. So I would have 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. Then I would count all of the objects in my groups, and that would give me my answer. Very simple. It's not that difficult. Now, it seems a little tricky because it's new to us, but as the week goes on, you'll have plenty of practice doing this. And then once we can do this, this will take us to the last thing we will be doing, which is actually setting up a problem and doing it on our own without a calculator, without manipulatives, or without the multiplication chart. So here's 7 times 4. Well, I just showed you I know how to set things up by talking, so I need 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7. Okay? And remember, 7 times 4 means I need to take 7 4 times, or I need 4 groups of 7. I already have 1 group. Now, for me to make it easier, I'm just going to put a little number 1 down here so I know that's my first group. I need another group of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One group. So here's my second group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a third group. And then I need another group of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's my fourth group. That means I have all my groups of 7. Now I'm just going to go ahead and count all of my objects to get my answer. So here we go. Now, for me, I go down just because it's easier for me to see what I'm doing. It does not matter which way you go. I would either go down or across, up to you. But here we go with our counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 7 times 4, that equals 28. So as you can see, we're to the point where we are now able to set up and solve single-digit multiplication problems on our own. We don't need multiplication charts. We don't need manipulatives, and we certainly don't need the calculator. Now, before I say this is the end of our lesson for the week, let me tell you about the calculator. I've said all week, we can't just plug numbers into a calculator. Everybody can do that. And that's true. However, calculators are useful because calculators can be used to check our work. So I know some of you have used calculators in the past to do the work, but you're smarter than that. You know how to do stuff. You just saw examples, and throughout the week, you're going to show me that you can do it. You already showed me last week, and you did a fantastic job, much better than honestly I would. So let me show you now that I have 7 times 4 equals 28, let me show you now when a calculator would be a great tool. 7, remember, times is our x, so 7 times 4 equals, check it out, 28. We did our multiplication problem correctly. So when's the best time to use a calculator, in my opinion? To check our work. Use your brain, show people how smart you are. As the week goes on, this is where we're headed. This is what I want you to be able to do. Please take the time to practice, figure it out, reach out for help if you do not understand. You are smarter than you give yourselves credit for. We all believe in you at school, regardless if math is your favorite subject or your worst subject. It is something that you're capable of doing. So by the end of the week, you will be able to do this just like I did. Like I said, any questions, problems, concerns, please let somebody at school know so we can help you. Good luck this week.